All right, on this episode of Bouts Talking Bouts, very excited to be speaking with this individual returning to the One Circle, the One Bantamweight Championship going to be up for grabs at 1X when John Lineker and Bibiano Fernandes test skills, and happy to be talking to Bibiano. How's the training going so far today, man? Seems like you're getting to it.
Training's doing pretty well. Training's pretty good. I'm training now. I was doing jiu-jitsu today, like jiu-jitsu with the gi. Yesterday I did strength position in Muay Thai. I'm pretty excited for my next fight. I'm happy to go back there and do what I love to do, compete, you know what I mean? And I feel good. I feel strong. I feel smart. I'm ready to go do my job.
Yeah, and how much relief is there in just getting back? Because, it's been, around a couple years since you've got to compete. There was certain frustrations that seem to have set in at certain points, but it seems like you and Chatri had a good talk about all that. So how much relief is there to just get all of that noise out of the way and just get back to what you love, which is competing?
You know what? It's very big release. You know what I mean? So me and Church, we have nice conversation. You know what I mean? I have a lot of appreciation for the man, and he's the great thing for the sport. And I'm back now. I always like the pass. I like to let it go everything. I want to keep it move forward for day one. And me and Church have a nice conversation. You know what I mean? Now I'm back to fight again. For this, I'm very excited to see how I will do my next fight. Oh, sorry. I was talking to the lady.
Oh, no worries. I was just going to follow up on that and say that I imagine there's probably some excitement being that this is your first opponent in close to 4 years that isn't, Kevin Belingon. So, I imagine there's an enthusiasm in that, just getting a fresh kind of opponent, as it were.
Oh, my goodness. It's good because I fight with Kevin 4 times. John Lineker he fight to FC before, you know what I mean? I think I really like the fight, you know what I mean? He's a tough guy. He like to punch a lot, you know what I mean? And I watch him a lot, but you see me say I have fight Kevin 4 times, and now time for something fresh and new. And I'm very excited to fight John Lineker. I'm very happy to fight John Lineker. I'm very happy.
Yeah, and you've just fought an incredible, rundown of opponents in your career, like Uriah Faber, Joe Warren, Joachim Hansen, Kid Yamamoto. I could really go on, but the reason I bring that up, I'm kind of curious, where does a guy like John Lineker rank among some of the opponents you've faced through your career?
You know, a couple of days ago, I watched John Lineker fight. You know what I mean? I watch all his fight. I watch him fight somebody choking his out, he was out. And I see a lot of fights he heavy. I watch him a little bit. He is one dimension. He's one kind of style, you know what I mean? For this, I'm very excited to see how the fight goes, you know what I mean? And I fight a lot of type of guys. I fight a lot of good guys. And fight with John Lineker, I'm very excited. I focus, I'm training. I want to go there and do my job, but I'm very motivated to fight that fight. I don't care. I'll go there to finish or knockout. Doesn't matter. That's the way I fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Just on the level of, just what your guys' skills are, this is a great fight. But it's also intriguing, too, because it seems like there's maybe a bit of banter that's been going on. I was checking out your interview with Nick Atkin, and it was saying, fuck John Lineker. When did the trash talk kind of begin with all that? Because it doesn't seem like, from what I've seen in the past, you've generally engaged in much trash talk. So when did the banter kind of get going with John Lineker? What kind of, sparked that?
That was in Brazil, right? He keep talk a lot of shit in the side of Brazil. Really, John Lineker, he don't have if people know who he is, but he don't have a lot of, he don't win no belt, you know what I mean? But he like to talk. He good fighter. And he didn't talk back for us about it. Listen, I will give the chance for you fight me. I will go give the chance for you fight me because really, you're no champion. You want a good fighter. You don't have you don't make weight. You never make weight. 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I said, Charles, let's make that fight with me and John Lineker. John Lineker told me he fight me anytime, any moment. And the people there try asking John Lineker, And John Lineker say, oh, he's no hit, but his manager say, John Lineker cannot make the weight. I say, oh, but he say he can fight me anytime, any moment. But how he cannot make the weight? For that, I want to know he don't have the discipline. You know what I mean? And I say, okay, this guy don't have discipline. Like, he fight when he wants to fight. For me, no, my brother. I mean, he actually every day, always like folks, always in my weight. I'm a very disciplined guy. For this, really, for me, when I fight, I'll go there, do my job. If you say you go fight me anytime, any moment, it's better you make sure you say that. Because when he say that, he's not say, when you ask for charge, okay, make that fight happen, and his manager no, say, oh, he should have it, now he cannot make it that way. For this, it's bullshit. Do you understand what I said?
Yeah, that was a curious situation because kind of illustrates that you're ready to go wherever, whenever. So, and especially too with the hiatus that you've been on, I imagine you're chomping at the bit to get out there. So that makes sense. You'd be frustrated by that.
Yeah, but my point is, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, like a couple days ago, I asked John Lineker to fight in 3 weeks from now. His coach said John Lineker cannot make the weight because it's pretty heavy. For this, I try to say, but he said he can fight me anytime, any moment. For this, I say, bullshit. He don't fight me anytime, any moment. He go fight when he ready for fight me. That's it. But anyway, I'm ready for fight. I'm excited. I'm very happy to go back there and give it my best. Wow, thank you. Now you make me more happy. You make me more excited for the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I was going through your Instagram doing some research for this interview, and you were getting me fired up with the old, dream video packages, like the VTR stuff they do before the fights. I'm like, this is so epic. Yeah, it's all.
You're right. You are 100% right. I never think like that. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. Wow. Interesting, right?
Oh, yeah. No, it's incredible, man, for sure. Just, what a career you've had and, continue to have. I think you're going to have some great moments coming up. And to that point, I'm kind of curious, what the next step would be. Because, I mean, obviously you're talking about this Lineker fight. You mentioned in the Nick Atkin interview it would be the, 12th defense overall. Would the goal still be to just, carve things out in the bantamweight division, maybe take out the rest of the top 5 should you get the ideal outcome here? Or could maybe a foray to featherweight intrigue you at all? What are your thoughts on all that?
Brother, I like to go fight by fight. You know what I mean? I like fight by fight. I don't want to chase next. You know what I mean? I want this fight now. And this fight now, I will give you my whole energy for that fight. When I beat John Lineker, I'll go focus for my next fight. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe fight Adriano, maybe go up the division. I have no idea. But right now, I want that fight. For this, I will put all my mind, all my thoughts, all my ideas, all my transition in this fight next coming.
Yeah, for sure. I guess because you've been off so long, it's just focus on this. And obviously, too, you have a dangerous contender in front of you want to be focusing on. I guess I only thought to ask that too because I've seen you've gotten wins over guys like Martin Ewan, who's still pretty well situated at featherweight. But it's kind of interesting you mentioned Adriano Moraes. I didn't even consider the possibility of you moving down. Would you have to make, I guess, certain dietary amendments to that, or would that be a casual cut to get down there?
No, I'm in my weight now, right now. I mean, right now I'm in my weight right now. You know what I mean? I can go up, I can go down. I'm exactly the middle for these weights.
Well, that's very intriguing. I mean, definitely firing off my interest there. A lot of cool opportunities, but very fixated on this fight here, obviously. I wanted to kind of talk about the preparation, though, because, historically you've gotten in work at, AMC Pankration. Also seems like Revolution Martial Arts you've gotten in some work at. What's the primary, I guess, gym you've been getting in work at as of late?
Now I'm in Brazil right now, training to my guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm here training to Ronnie. He's the guy doing my Muay Thai for me. And I train to Kobe Pina in Brazil right now. And Brazil have a lot of skills here. You know what I mean? Right now I'm here in Brazil. For this, now I'm in Brazil training for my fight. I have my personal training here. I have my club, my jiu-jitsu club. I have my personal training. You know what I mean? He doing Muay Thai for me. And I'm right now I'm here. I'm back to Canada in 2 weeks for now. And I'll go keep going my training there. Later, maybe I'll go try AMC training, and later I'll go fight.
Yeah, that's cool. You're in Brazil. Like, have you been able to get back there? Has that been hindered for a bit with like the pandemic? Like, is this coming back to Brazil for the first time in a bit? Like, how's that all worked out?
I don't come here for 2 years.
Oh wow.
2 years I don't come here. Yeah, 2 years. Now I come back, and it was good. I'm so happy to come back here. And now I'm back here. I'm excited. You know what I mean? See how's everything go. And see my father, see my friends, see my family. I'm very happy to come back after 2 years.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear you were able to do that, man. That's awesome. But, like speaking to some of the work you're able to get in Canada, I mean, like working with guys like Jeremy Kennedy and Jared Ravel and stuff like that. Like as much as your, roots are in Brazil, I mean, you seem like you have a strong presence in Canada for sure. And I see it also with a lot of like the young fighters too. Like anytime you're getting ready to fight, there's a lot of inspiration and everything like that. So what are your thoughts on that, just being like a hero for the Brazilians, but also like a lot of the Canadian fighters really looking up to you too?
You know what, the only thing I can give is my heart, in my design, in my want to get it better. That's it. Inspiration, my guys, you know what I mean? I'm good man, I'm good fighter. I don't talk shit for nobody, you know what I mean? I mean, that kind of athlete, I can go there and do my job. But sometimes, I don't like talk shit because I'm true mixed martial art. You know what I mean? I fight with the honor, I fight with the pride, I fight with the respect. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's who I am. I fight with inspire people, I fight with motivation people. Because in life, you have a lot of hard time. You have difficult time. Everybody has a problem. You know what I mean? That's I said, you know what? That's my idea. I said, you know what? That's who I am. For this, I face my problem. I face my situation. And I hope everybody face the problem. Everybody face the situation. And always I talk about the good thing. I always speak about the motivation. But some people like the drama. Some people like the idea, the drama. I don't like the drama, brother. I like resolve problem and resolve solution. For this, I motivation people in my way to talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you strike me as like the quintessential martial artist, just oriented to, the respect and stuff like that. Yeah, that is kind of a curious sort of thing there. Like, what are your thoughts on that aspect of the sport? Because it seems like the trash talking and some of the performance aspects have become more centric in the last few years, like the trash talk and whatnot.
You know what? I will tell something for you right now. I am the last mixed martial art in the planet.
I love that.
I'm serious. I'm the last one for the generation. I'm the last one. I am the last one. Everybody fair wedding. I'm still here. Anderson Silva, Bibiano Fernandes, Vitor Belfort, everybody lose the belt. I am the last one. I'm the last one for the generation. This is crazy. For these people, after people will change because new generation will come in. But I'm the last one.
I love that, and I mean, I would definitely agree with you. I love that you shouted out Fedor in there too. I mean, I'd seen past interviews too where you were saying that Fedor was, a true martial artist. I think you were even saying you rated him as among the greats, if not the greatest of all time. So, I mean, that fired me up too, because that's a sentiment I share too.
Yeah, I 100% believe Fedor was the best. Fedor, Anderson Silva, you know what I mean? GSP, BJK, everybody, you know what I mean? A lot of mixed martial art out there. Jose Aldo's good too, you know what I mean? And yeah, Aoki was pretty good there, you know what I mean? Like a lot of mixed martial art in the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And like even some of the guys that you've worked with and kind of like inspired and stuff like that. Like, I mean, Bill Mahood, I mean, he always talks favorably about
Bill
you.
Mahood.
Yeah.
You're right. Bill Mahood, 100% legend. Like a lot of good people out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it, man. I love just like, the fact that like you have such a presence in Brazil, but also in Canada. Like it'd be a picture with Coulter Gill and you're helping with belt promotions and stuff like that. So just really living that martial artist lifestyle.
You know what, my brother? My job is inspire the people. My job. You see my Instagram there? My Instagram? Go there. I speak for 2,000 people another day. Next week I have to speak for 1,000 people. Like, brother, that's who I am. My life was no easy. For this, if you mix much like transforming my life and give me motivation for me keep it going and say no give up and move forward, do better. You can do it. Of course I will do it. Or you think I go spark for do stupid thing? I'm definitely not. That's not me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But people do whatever you want. You know what I mean? But people ask me, Bibiano, how you get it there? Well, discipline, dedication, performance better. You know what I mean? For sure, I lose maybe in the business side. Like, I want money, because if you want money, you know why sometimes you lose your soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For this, I prefer to mix martial art, inspire other people. You keep it going, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that you have that mentality with that, and I actually did want to touch on that. I mean, lecturing 2,000 students, like they're just hanging on your every word, and just some cool quotes from that too. Like you were saying, started school when I was 10 years old. I couldn't read, and now you speak a myriad of different languages. Like, I mean, that's amazing. How important is it to be able to speak to those kids and just impart that to them and just inspire them? Because it seems like the kids just light up when they hear your story.
You see, this is mixed martial art. We talk right now, this I talk about. Like, people like the drama. Everybody have a problem. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter who you are. Everybody have a problem. Everybody. You know what I mean? When you understand that, life get easy. You know what I mean? Life get it. You understand, okay, I have a problem. And everybody have a problem. But the thing is the way you deal with the problem. You know what I mean? Again, generation coming, generation go. Don't forget that.
Yeah, it's incredible. And just like, I don't know, your story too is amazing as well. Just like some of the things you were able to overcome as a kid and everything like that, just literally, you know, living in the jungle, overcoming malaria. Like, how amazing is it to, I guess, give your son the life that he has? Because like I was seeing you posted some stuff with Lucas getting in work there with Tony Pep and stuff like that. Like, how cool is it to, you know, give your son that upbringing and everything like that?
Well, it's amazing. You're right. You know, it was beautiful. For this is life is interesting, my brother, and we keep it moving. Tony Pep is good. I love that guy. Carl is good. Black Mamba. This guy stayed with me for a long time. You know what I mean? My guys.
Yeah, that seems to be a core part of your setup too. As much as you have worked with certain new people and continue to, in a certain sense, like it seems like you have like the, I guess, core martial artists you've worked with for, you know, several years, like Coulter Gill and some of the guys I mentioned before even.
Yeah, no, you're right. Coulter Gill is like, he helped me too, like for my fight, like for fighting in Hero, I was there, you know what I mean? It was, Coulter's good. My guys, you know what I mean? I really care about my guys.
Yeah, no doubt. But I did mention there that your son getting in the pad work there, Lucas, I mean, I imagine probably you've shown him a couple of things in the jiu-jitsu world. Do you think we can see a second generation Fernandes competing in MMA, or maybe Lucas has different goals?
You know, I don't know. He wants to compete in Olympic for breakdance, you know what I mean?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He wants to compete. Para pro Mustang também. You want to compete in breakdance, you know what I mean? But one thing I'll tell you, I respect the decision for my kids. I would say, if you want, compete, whatever you want, do it. But do your best, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter. I don't go force you, but be good kids, go to school, do your best, you know what I mean? Do your best. If you want to jiu-jitsu, great. He's very good at jiu-jitsu. Very, very, very good. But, again, it's your decision. You want to come this way, come here. I will teach you, but you have to want. Because if you don't want, you never go do your best.
Yeah, well, that's cool that he's, you know, pursuing something that he's into. And actually, now that you say that, I think I saw a picture on your Instagram of him, like, spinning around on his head, and, like, there's a bunch of people watching him, and I'm like, damn, that's a good crowd. I'd probably break my neck trying to do that.
Yeah, he's pretty good. You know what I mean? He's a good kid. He's doing, like, crazy shit, you know what I mean? Guys, you know what I mean? Like, he's good. He's so strong. So strong. Very, very strong, you know what I mean? Good boy, good kid, you know what I mean? For this, again, I'll teach but I will not force. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because I want the kid to be happy. You know what I mean? Because if he enjoy, he has his time, I know he will do his best. I know he will want to be better.
Yeah, well, that's a great attitude to have for sure, man. But one of the things I talked about before in the context of like what you're looking at with, the bantamweight division, like you in the past had the, dream Grand Prix title at bantamweight. Like, is there any kind of desire to want to put on a bantamweight World Grand Prix? Is that something you'd like to have on the mantle before all is said and done?
Okay, I'll talk about the future, right? Let's talk about the future. Let's leave the past, and let's keep moving for the future.
Yeah.
Life is about momentum. You know what I mean? We cannot talk about the future, the past. Everything in life had momentum for you. In the past, I competed 3 times in one day. In the past, I competed 3 times all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 3 times. By now, I'm here in this moment for my life. In the moment for my life, what I go do it? I will get John Lineker. What's next step for Bibiano? If you have a bantamweight division there for me to compete, 100% I will do it. You know what I mean? But right now, I have to focus in John Lineker. Everything.
Yeah, for sure. Does that, focus give you a sense of, balance in your life too? Because like you said, you're so focused on just what the next task is. You're not overly preoccupied with the, past or the future, necessarily just like the task at hand. Like, has that given you a certain level of, balance in your life, just a certain composure and focus, like not getting too ahead of yourself, even outside of competing?
You're right. You're 100% right. I like to be in my moment. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I see me in my house show. I like to do something. I like training. I have to do something. I will do it. Okay. I don't wait for people to do something for me. Example. Today I supposed to do something in my house. I don't wait for somebody to do it. I do it today. For this, every time I want to do something, I focus. Please try to understand. I focus 100% in my momentum. I don't go over there. I do what is here for me to do it. For this, right now, I don't want to think about the bantamweight division. Right now, I want to think about John Lineker. You know what I mean? Come this way. Hey, honey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah.
Right now, I don't care about one division. I care about John Lineker. That's the only thing. Okay, as he do it, how I can beat that guy. But this not the way. By later, when you stop beat John Lineker, if I beat John Lineker, when I beat John Lineker, now maybe try to say, Bibiano, what about Grand Prix? Okay, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's totally fair. Like, I'm very excited for, this fight coming up. Like, I think it's been on people's radar for quite a while now. One of the better fights you can make in all of MMA, objectively, in my estimation there. But you've been great with your time, man, and I want to be, mindful of the rest of your schedule. I mean, I could talk to you all day just being an MMA nerd, but I do want to be mindful of the time. So is there anything you maybe want to add as like a parting thought as we're wrapping up, Bibi?
One second, tinha 2 Tá bom. Okay, sorry, she asked me a question again. My coach asked me, hey, you want to train right now? I said, no, I can train right now. Hey, you want me doing Muay Thai right now? I was doing Jiu-Jitsu. Muay Thai. I said, no, wait a little bit. Let me see my interview. Okay, ask my question again. Sorry.
Oh, no need to be sorry at all. I mean, it kind of like dovetails together kind of well. I was just going to say I want to be mindful of your time. It seems like you're getting in that hard work. So is there anything you want to maybe add as like a parting thought as we're wrapping things up here, man?
Where you are now? Where you are?
Where am I? I am in Ontario, Canada, specifically Oshawa.
Okay, beautiful. I will tell something for you. You're Ontario, Canada. I love Canada. Canada was very good with me. Canada is very good to me. I love Canada. Like, for this, the only thing is stay safe. Stay safe. Drink a lot of water down there. Take a lot of vitamin C. Don't stress. Don't try stress because I know everybody has a lot of pressure out there. You know what I mean? No one is out there in the whole planet. Be safe. Have faith. Believe better day could come for everybody. Not only for you, but for me, for everybody too. You don't forget again, life is about the generation. You know what I mean? If you understand what I try to say, oh my goodness, you go be very smart man.